Welcome everybody to my channel. Today we're going to be flying out of New Orleans to Louisville, Kentucky. KMSY to KSDT, I think. Don't quote me on it. Hope everybody's having a nice day. Had a gentleman yesterday wanted me to do a challenge today, so we're going to play in a little bit of fog today. Wait till we get a few people come on. Get all my, I got my plane set up. We're going to be flying American. Where you get my jetway hooked in. Get our baggage going. Get our catering truck up there. Finally got my camera back up. Hi everyone. Yeah, I got this Weather Pro program. I got all kind of things to put in. Building storms, coastal, cool and crisp, dense fog. Ooh, now it's foggy. 6:15 in the morning. Got desert conditions, gray and dull, heavy rain, hurricane conditions, jet stream, low-level clouds, misty, moderate rain, morning dew, spring showers, strong gust, tropical storm, UK storms, wet and frosty, zero visit. So we going with dense fog today. Wait for a few people to come on.
Taxiing to Gate Alpha 1 using taxiway Echo Charlie Cross Runway 29er Charlie Golf 1680.
And I got my plane set up, so alright, the baggage is going out of the way. The flight we did yesterday was from Gibraltar to Madeira. I thought it was a little bit shorter than what I thought it was, but it ended up kind of long.
New Orleans ground 1466 taxi to the gate. 1466 taxi to gate Delta Niner using taxiway Echo. Taxiing to gate Delta Niner using taxiway Echo 1466.
Sit and wait for a few more minutes. Nobody shows up, then we're gonna get ready to roll. Alright folks, we're gonna get ready to roll here. So we're gonna get our doors closed. Goodbye door. And go over here and get our radios back up.
New Orleans ground, American 1269er, requesting pushback.
American 1269er pushback request accepted.
Starting number 1. Starting number 2. Hello Esteban. Sorry I didn't. Going from New Orleans up to Louisville, Kentucky. KSDT.
American 1269er request and pushback received.
New Orleans ground, American 1269er, with mic ready to taxi IFR.
American 1269er taxi to and hold short of runway 20 using taxiway Echo Sierra cross runway 29er Sierra. Contact tower on 119er.5 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 20 via taxiway Echo
Make sure
Sierra
he gets
cross
out of the
runway
way.
29er Sierra American
We don't need him no
1269er.
more. One set of flaps. Yeah, sorry about that yesterday. I'm a diabetic, so I was shaking a little bit too much. I had to get in there and get me a bite to eat. Alright, let me do my takeoff config here. My spoilers are armed. Yep, they're armed. My brakes is armed. So we gonna get ready to. We got a little bit of fog today. You said you wanted me to do a challenge here. Let me turn off my APUs. Those are off. Landing lights is to taxi. Yeah, I'm not a real pilot, I'm just a simulator pilot. I had a chance to get in one, but after 9/11 hit, that kind of fell through. Alright, get ready to taxi here. Going to be a little bit shorter than yesterday. Don't know exactly how long it's going to be.
New Orleans ground, generic Sierra Whiskey Alpha, 279er 5 taxi to the gate.
In real life, I can drive up there in about 8 or 9 hours by car, but this is going to be doing about 300 knots, so you kind of figured probably about an hour and a half.
Taxiing to gate Alpha 4 using taxiway Sierra Cross runway, 29er Sierra Golf, generic 79er 5.
Yeah, we're going to be taking off south today. Come on, plane, turn. That looks like an A300. Yeah, this Airbus is a lot easier than the Boeing 737. A whole lot easier. And since they don't have my ILS set up right, I'm using the blue things lining up for the runway, so. In real life, of course, there would be two pilots, pilot and co-pilot. The seat I'm in would be the higher grade. The one on the right over there would be like a pilot in training. He would take off and land. The other guy would be sort of like a supervisor. Usually the one here in this seat here has 4 bars. The other one will have at least 2 bars minimum. Set my brake.
New Orleans Tower American 1269er at runway.
Just put her and hit my
IFR to stand deferred.
nose to take off and let my crew know.
American 1269er cleared for takeoff runway 20.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway.
So everything is ready, cabin ready, brakes are on, flaps is everything. So we're gonna get ready to get this puppy up in the air. This is a kind of a short runway, so making a left turn to come back around to our give it a little bit of fuel. As soon as you go auto throttle, Toga, see the green light down on the auto throttle automatically comes on. Plane is not supposed to be taking off right now.
American 1269er, contact New Orleans departure on 133.15. 133.15 for American 1269er.
Speed dropping down way too low.
New Orleans departure American 1269er is climbing through 1,600 feet for 7,000 feet.
Plane is going crazy.
American 1269er New Orleans departure. Continue to Stocky as planned. Altimeter 29.74.
Why is it going up 4,000 feet? I bet you the flaps, not the flaps, but trim. That's what I thought. That's what it was. My trim was messed up. Now she'll fly right. Almost crashed it then. Let's see, flaps up. 230. Hit my autopilot. That was almost a disaster. Disarm my spoilers. If you subscribe and hit that like button, I'll probably be number 84 subscribers. I've got a lot of videos on my channel. I also got some truck videos for American Truck Sim, European Truck Sim, my train sim, my submarine game. I got World of Warships that I play. I got like 50 something ships that I play with. Battleships, carriers, cruisers. Don't have no destroyers because I'm not a destroyer guy. I don't know how high this fog goes up. Let's see. Yeah, it's good going up to 2,000 feet a minute. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't watch your your instrument, or not instruments, in real life, the trim wouldn't be that high up. That's the first thing I realized with a plane coming up that quick off the runway. My trim was not set right. Okay, anti-ice has come on. So we'll turn ice detected. We'll turn on the probe window heat. Make sure I flew down in Australia one day. My plane looked like a white ghost. See, now the ice alert went off, but I'm going to keep it on till we get above the clouds. Now, you flying in mountains, you would want this on right here, terrain display. So anything is red, you don't want to fly into because it's taller than what you are. Light green, medium green is okay.
American 1269er, contact Houston Center on 127.0.
So we're going to go on up to
127.0 for American 1269er.
we're going to go on up to
Center, American
23,000.
7,000 feet.
American 1269er, Houston Center, continue to snaky as planned. Altimeter 29.74.
Houston Center, American 1269er. Request 17,000 feet.
American 1269er, climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
You always pull down.
17,000 feet. American 1269er.
American 1269er, contact Houston Center on 126.875.
126.875. American 1269er.
When this plane is in thrust climb, that's where you want it at.
Climbing 17,000 feet.
These are controls I've got. Got a regular Airbus controller, and I've got this. One's got my throttles and flaps and stuff, but I can't get my flaps and spoilers to work correctly. But I do have my throttle set. My engine controls is set, so those do work. I was watching a gentleman not too long ago. He had the 737 cockpit, overhead cockpit, 3 monitors in front to cover the front and the sides. Cost him about $35,000. If I was to play the lottery and somebody had a $20 million lottery ticket, but they went through the wash, so he lost his ticket. So they're trying to prove that he had the winning ticket. So I don't know how that's going to go. Get up a little bit higher, we'll turn off our ice detection. See what altitude we're at. Alright, we're going to bump it on up to 270. Then when we reach up here and turn these off, turn this off. Normally These are supposed to be on, but I'm not going to worry about them. Those are my seat belts and no smoking. Got so many cords running around on my desktop. Turn that one out of the way. Yeah, see.
American 1269er, contact Houston Center on 127.65.
See, we're going to go up to 23, so.
Going to 127.65 American 1269er. Houston Center American 1269er is at 14,300 feet, climbing 17,000 feet.
American 1269er, Houston Center, continue to Papa Charlie uniform as planned. Altimeter 29.74.
Let's see, we want, let's see, 6,000 feet. That put us at 23,000.
Center American 1269er. Request flight level 230.
American 1269er, climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Expect flight level 230.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Expect flight level 230 American 1269er.
See, when you don't hit, clip this here down, the plane will do what it wants to do. See, I have control of the plane now. Now you also, this here works, the chronometer, it'll show up right there, tells you how long you've been flying per leg. But we're not going to use it.
American 1269er.
I'm not going to use it. When I see my little doodads here starts going down, then I know it's time for me to come down. Let's see, now we can go down here. Look at our screen down here. Go down to flight plan. It says 502, but I don't think that's right. It might be, but if it is, it's 502 doing, say, 300. That's in 1 hour. Then you do another 200 miles, so that's about an hour and a half flight. As soon as I get up to my cruising altitude to 23,000, I'll bump it up. See, now I've done above 18,000. Be 29902, and we.
American 1269er, contact Houston Center on 133.
Take it on up to 300, and the higher you go up.
133.5 for American 1269er.
This plane is set for 38,000 feet, but the higher you go up,
Center American 1269er.
you have to.
Flight level 205 for flight level.
You have to slow down. You won't be able to do this 300.
American 1269er, Houston Center, continue to plug as planned.
You might be running 200 knots or 250 or so. As long as you don't have nothing down here showing right here, you know you got everything done right. Unless you turn something on, like seat belts or no smoking. If everything else is off, you know you've done a good job. See the little blue thing coming down right here? That's my height, 23,000. Now we just sit back and relax and let her go. I can run faster than 300, but it burns a lot more extra fuel. See, I'm doing 6.84. Let's see if we can bump it up a little bit. 6.84. As long as you don't have the red bar for the flaps or speed indicating. See, as long as I don't go above that red bar, it'll go beep, 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 overspeed, overspeed. So I can bump it up there at about 340.
American 1269er, contact Houston Center on 126.8.
That's not going to get me to Mach 0.80.
126.8 American 1269er. Houston Center, American 1269er, flight level 230.
American 1269er, Houston Center, continue to Lima Bravo Yankee as planned.
And the higher you go, that red bar would come down here about the 320 at 31,000. So the higher you go up, the slower your speed will be. I got this pulled down a little bit so that way I won't overspeed if I get a wind gust. See, that's what happens when you don't put in what height you want to go when you start planning your routes. So when this starts going down, I may have to do it on my own, look at my compass here, see how far I'm out, then I can plan accordingly. See, right now it's not going, it probably won't show nothing. So there's 80 miles. 160. There's 320. So we're not within 320 miles. I keep mine at 40. So that's, each one of them lines is 10, 20, 30, and the last circle is 40 miles. Looks like somebody threw a bunch of cotton balls down on the ground. That's the only thing I got on Ultra, because I don't like unshady, unnatural looking clouds. That ain't nothing but fog clouds there.
Houston Center, United 352 is at flight level 390, descending 10,000 feet. United 352, Houston Center, continue as planned.
Yeah, in the real world, you don't see nothing but two numbers on the end of the runway. So if you flying 270 to the left, almost due west, you'll have a runway number 27. The other way would be 09. You go on north, will be 36. Going south, 180 will be 18, and everything else in between. There will be no three numbers on the runway, nowhere. Yeah, somebody's up at 39,000 feet. I'll be glad when they get to Concord.
United 395 have the traffic.
I'll be way above everybody.
United 395
About 58,000 feet doing Mach 2.
less than 1 mile flight level 360 generic. Report them in sight. Generic 009er traffic in sight.
Yeah, the wind on here is not totally accurate, so
Traffic in sight.
I can program all that. I just look, before I start my flight, go on the internet and find out the wind direction of the two airports I'm taking off from, and then I can put it in here, snow depth, precipitation, pressure.
American 1269er.
I can set all that in for wind,
125.975.
lightning, temperature. I don't.
125.975
There's the wind level. You can put in whatever clouds that you want. Add wind layer.
1269er flight level 230.
So all I gotta do is click that, then I can just
Continue to safety as planned.
move this around to whatever wind direction I want. That's how you can set up your wind directions for coming in. You can plan all that out. So that's probably what I'll do tomorrow. I'll do this flight today, and we'll do another one tomorrow. And I'll add my wind layers down at the ground to come in the way, whatever the actual wind direction is in the real world, I'll put it in here. So me going at 340, that's 340 miles, a little over 340 miles an hour. So 300 miles in 1 hour. Then it's saying I got 500 something or 400 something now. It's saying 430. Be coming in runway. See, there's only two numbers, 35. Actually, it's 350, but it's only two numbers. If you want to tell your friends there, Esteban, I do live stream every evening at 6 p.m. You find a way to contact me if you got an email address. I don't want you to put it in the chat window. If you do, everybody will see it. I might take Sundays off. That'll give me one day to figure out what I want to do the next day. I don't know if you've seen all my weather options I have on here. This is what's added in. This is what you normally have in the flight sim itself, down to here. But see, now I've got Arctic chill, autumn sun, big and bold, blazing sun, blizzard, breezy, building storms, desert conditions, fog, heavy rain, human storms, hurricane conditions, jet stream north, south, east, and west. Light fog, light rain. This is off from the program. Right now we got dense fog on there. Strong gusts, tropical storm, then weather over in UK. Could go down to zero visibility, but I've been in 1/16 of a mile, and that's very, very, very foggy. See, now we can look down on our chart here. Move up here to use my little.
Delta 1069er traffic is 3 o'clock.
There's the 80,
Flight level 380 generic.
160. Still not within range.
Delta 748 contact Memphis Center on 132.75.
See, when it's not accurate, you gotta use that to make sure you don't overshoot.
Report them in sight.
Because these planes don't like coming down very steep. Anything over 1,800 feet, unless you use the spoilers on the outside to slow you down.
32.7 flight Delta 748.
Delta 668 traffic in sight. Delta 1069er have the generic in sight.
Yeah, since that's only 7,000 feet, I'm going to use my piece right here, my compass, keep checking the distance. That's how I'm going to sit there and get my distance right. If I'm at 32,000 feet, I start coming down at 120 to 125 miles out at 1,800. If I want to come down slower, I take it up to 140. So I can come down at 1,500 feet a minute. Now there is a map I can put up on my screen that shows the airports and stuff, and the terrain map, but I don't have it up and running. I pretty well know what it's around because I drove a truck for 20 years, so I know what the scenery is around a lot of the major airports. Denver's not too bad, but if you start getting up in Cheyenne, Laramie, up in the mountains, you got a mountain range over there coming into San Francisco. If you don't get high enough, first time I flew on the flight sim in 2004, when they come out with it, I took off from Sacramento, going to fly to Reno, and I only went up to 5,000 feet. And I went outside to walk around a bit, and I come back. I was sitting back in Sacramento. I said, what the heck happened? So I went through the elevation. Yep, that's why I smacked the hill. I didn't go high enough. The ground will come up and knock you out of the air just like it will in real life. That's the reason why if I'm flying like in the LOWI, which is Austria, this is on. When I start getting down below the mountains, it'll show up on radar. Green's okay, yellow you're pretty close, and red you do not want to go into it. I don't know why the plane that crashes in the mountains do not use this right here. Unless they're too uneducated. Me, I use every instrument on here.
Contact Memphis Center on 127.1. 127.1 for Alaska 523.
See, now it says 146 miles. So you got two light switches over here. That's for these two instruments. You got two lights here. One for the panel lights here, and the other one's to light all these up here. What you see here, these two here, is the same over here. These are same. So it doesn't matter if you're in the right seat or left seat. You got the same controls over here as you do here. And they both read off the same. So anybody that flies the A320 can fly the A318, 19, and 21. Because all these four planes are identical setup. Same way with the A330 and the A340. The 330 and the 340 is a similar cockpit. It'd be a little bit more instrument, I'm thinking. But this is typical for the Airbus 318, 19, 20, and 21. So let's see what kind of tailwind we got. Oh wow, 6 miles an hour. Of course, you won't get big tailwinds when you're doing only on live weather. If I switch it over to live weather, that would jump up big time. So I'm gonna jump out and have me a smoke. So sit back and relax, and I'm gonna go do a walkabout. I gotta get up and stretch my legs since me being a diabetic sitting here in this chair. My feet kind of go pale. So I'll be back in a few.
American 1269er, contact Memphis Center on 127.1. 127.1
Papa, contact Memphis Center on 127.1. American 1269er Memphis Center, continue to take as planned. Going to 127.1 generic 9er Alpha Papa.
Memphis Center, generic November 610 Delta Papa is out of flight level 390 for 10,000 feet.
Generic November 610 Delta Papa, Memphis Center, continue as planned. Memphis Center, generic Sierra Whiskey Alpha 2835 is at flight level 360, descending 10,000 feet. Generic Sierra Whiskey Alpha 2835 Memphis Center, continue as planned. Generic 835, contact Memphis Center on 127.1. .127.1 for generic 835. Memphis Center, Skywest 3071 is out of flight level 195 for 10,000 feet. Skywest 3071 Memphis Center, continue as planned. Traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 360 generic. Report them in sight.
A33 traffic in sight.
Okay, I'm back. Get rid of this message down here and see what our distance is. Under 240 miles. Let's see. Where it's more than 180. $160, about 200 miles out. So there's 40, 80, 120, 160 miles out. So when my airport comes in within here, I wait until it gets about halfway of this, and I'll start coming down. Wonder Mr. Yeager ain't been in here today. Still got a tailwind. So we sit back and travel a little bit more.
American 1269er, contact Memphis Center on 125.85.
125.85 for American 1269er. Memphis Center, American 1269er, flight level 230.
American 1269er, Memphis Center, continue to 1 of as planned.
See, that's nowhere near the proper language that the real pilots use. More condensed version, where it's normal folks can understand them. See, I don't have the other flight directory on over here. Do now. I'll be glad when I get this fixed out here, where you have multiple. You'll have two players in it, and one can be working the radios. There is a program out there, but it's pretty buggy. Getting close to 160 miles out. Wait till my airport gets in beyond this 160, and about where that first second click right there, I'll start coming down.
Memphis Center, generic November 255 Delta Delta is climbing through 7,800 feet for 10,000 feet.
Generic November 255 Delta Delta Memphis Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.74.
See, he's below 18,000. So
American 1269er, contact Memphis Center on 126.75.
so I can come down a little bit earlier.
126.75 for American 126.
If I do, right now it's getting close to 160 miles out.
1269er, flight level 230.
If I come down early, I'll just slow down and bring it down to about 1,500 feet a minute. Welcome, other viewer. Glad you can stop by. We took off from KMSY and flying to KSDT, Louisville, Kentucky. Roughly about 160 miles out. Flying at Mach 7.50. Well, 0.750. At 23,000 feet. Roughly 160 miles out now. Yeah, I'm going to start slowing down here and start dropping our speed. Fly down to 270. Go down at 1,500 feet. Let's see, we want 18,000 feet. So, let's see, 3, 4, we want 5,000 feet.
Memphis Center, American 1269er. Request flight level 180.
American 1269er, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Descend and maintain flight level 180, American 1269er.
We're going to go down to 1,600 feet, so I'll pull down. Plane will automatically start coming down. So I can probably move that back one. Just come in the range, 160 miles out. Do it nice and slow. See, my plane done slow down to 270. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and arm my spoilers. Spoilers armed. Get my view right. See, 18,000 feet, and I get within 80 miles, 90 miles, I'll bring it on down. I don't rely on that ATC. Not totally accurate. As she's starting to level back up. Yeah, some of the switches up here on the cockpit doesn't work. This one here don't work. That works. This is your plan mode. When you do on the flight, you move it over there, and you can see your whole map. There's your nav map. There's your nav mode there. And there's your ILS. That's really the only one you really need right here, unless you want to check your route. With the Airbus route, Lufthansa, I can put it on here and I can plan my route out down to my waypoints and everything. Where it bring my speed back up. Still 120, over 120 miles out. Yeah, about 100 miles out, I'm going to bring it on down, about 13,000 feet. Roughly 120 miles out.
American American 1269er, contact Memphis Center on 133.85.
133.85 for American 1269er. Memphis Center, American 1269er, flight level 180.
American 1269er, Memphis Center, continue to 1F as planned. Altimeter 29.74.
Not for me, I don't think. Yeah, I guess it is. 29.74. So that meant I was below my altitude by a couple hundred feet. Yeah, slow down and come down to 15,000.
Memphis Center, American 1269er. Request 15,000 feet.
American 1269er, descend and maintain 15,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 15,000 feet. American 1269er.
I'm going to go ahead and turn my wing anti-ice on, just in case we do have any ice ahead. Get one step ahead of the ball game. Then I hit my letter B again to make sure my altimeter. Now you can change them up here too. You can just roll your wheel. The quickest way, just hit the letter B. Yeah, I don't want to get into the clouds till I absolutely have to. Anything below 10,000 feet, you need to be under 250 knots, so that's about 230 miles an hour. That's for the real world. Shouldn't be long, I'll be getting a hold of Louisville. About 90, around 90 miles out. See if I move this one more time. Probably right up the very top. Yep.
Delta 1360, contact Memphis Center on 126.75.
Gets to 80 miles, I'll come down to 11,000.
126.75 for Delta 1360.
Yeah, we can go ahead and come down to 11. Let's see, want 4,000.
Memphis Center, American 1269er. Request 11,000 feet.
American 1269er, descend and maintain 11,000 feet.
Bring
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. American
my speed down to 230. Yeah, she might not drop that much right now because she's holding it right at 260. It's going to come down slow. So now it should be right at the button. Might be sitting right on top of the clouds. On the Airbus and my aerosol, you use this in here for the landing phase. Both of these work, but they all do the same thing. This is separate from. Second one will do this in here.
13,200 feet, descending 11,000 feet.
American 1269er, Memphis.
It says ice not detected, but as soon as we get down in these clouds, it might be. Got 1,700 more feet to go. Eye in the dark. We flying into Louisville, Kentucky. Coming in the fog. About 70 something miles out. In the bumpies. Welcome back, Esteban. Hello, Underdark. We riding the clouds. Stay puft the Marshmallow Man. See, I'm almost 80 miles out, or 60 miles out. Yeah, that's 60. Nope, I have not played War Thunder. I played WOWS, the Fishing Planet, play Barents Sea, and Fishing North Atlantic. I believe I have some videos on my WOWS.
Memphis Center, generic November 504 Hotel Charlie is out of flight level 210 for 10,000 feet. Generic November 504 Hotel Charlie, Memphis Center, continue as planned.
See, that's 60 miles out now. Gonna come down to 9,000. Come down another 2,000 feet.
Memphis Center, American 1269er. Request 9,000 feet.
American 1269er, contact Indianapolis Center on 124.625.
Going to 124.625 American 1269er.
Probably be the last of the sunshine.
Indianapolis Center, American 1269er.
Go ahead and turn my
is at 10,800
landing lights.
11,000 feet. American 1269er, Indianapolis Center, continue to Warnham as planned. Altimeter 29.74. American 1269er, descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
That's where am I going?
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. American 1269er.
They bring the next one up. Hit my letter B again. Yeah, I'm not going to switch at activate approach phase. See, right here, I'm not going to worry about that because I done got everything in there. Not too far away. They're going to come down to 6,000. So we're going to drop another 3,000 feet.
Indianapolis Center, American 1269er. Request 6,000 feet. American 1269er descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. American 1269er. Indianapolis Center, generic November 5353 Echo is at 10,700 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
He's going to 10,000.
Generic November 5353 Echo, Indianapolis Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.74.
This is here where you trust your instruments. IFR, instrument flight rules. VFR means visual flight rules. So there's a little airport there, but there'll be nowhere to land this one. Maybe a little Cessna, that's about it, or a tail dragger. And next will be down to 3,000 feet when we get closer. Say we're on 15 miles of it. 20 miles, I'll start coming down to 3,000. So about 35 miles out. Yeah, be making a left turn here in a minute. So I can put this on here, but there's no hills or mountains around, so it's not going to show up any. See, there's no mountains or anything, so I don't have to worry about having that on. Why did my plane get off course?
American 1269er, you are 34 miles south. Climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 35 left approach via VRBO in transition.
See, I didn't.
VRBO in.
See, it changed it on its own.
7,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 35 left approach via VRBO in transition. Cleared to Pravon American 1269er.
So I can bring this. That's set at 40 miles.
Contact Louisville approach on 123.675. Going to 123.675 American 1269er. Louisville approach American 1269er is at 6,000 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
No, I'm not going up to 7,000 feet.
American 1269er Louisville approach continue to BRBON as planned. Altimeter 29.74. American 1269er descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. American 1269er.
So I'm going to have to change my altimeter to 29.74. Since we're doing the foggy weather, 29.74. See, that's my pull flaps out there. I have to be under 200 to pull out the first set of flaps. I smell something cooking in the kitchen, making me hungry. Gonna be making a right-hand turn. Yep. Be straight in. See, it's 3.5 right there. So I'm gonna come on down to 3,000 feet. Oh, can't do it. Well, I can, but the ATC will yell at me here in a minute. Under 20 miles. About 10 miles, I put my flaps out.
American 1269er descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. American 1269er.
So I'm gonna bring this down to under 200. I'm gonna click the first set of flaps. I'm gonna push this up. See, now the planes are gonna. See, I didn't get down under my speed enough. See, the plane's got control of it now. It'll slow down to 180. See that first set of flaps out here? I get within 10 miles, I'm going to click on my...
American 1269er, you are 15 miles south of Standiford. Contact Louisville Tower on 124.2 and inbound.
2,500.
Tower on 124.2 American 1269er.
See,
Louisville Tower, American 1269er, 14 miles south inbound ILS runway 35 left approach.
see, now I can turn this on.
American 1269er, Louisville Tower. Cleared ILS runway 35 left approach.
See, I don't know if this,
9.74 wind 155 at 10.
yeah, this is what I'd be falling to here.
Louisville Tower, American
There'll be a box coming down, a diamond shape.
35 left approach.
I'm lined up here.
American 1269er, Louisville Tower. Cleared ILS runway 35 left approach. Altimeter 29.74 wind 155 at 10. Louisville Tower, American 1269er, inbound ILS runway 35 left approach.
I had nav lock.
American 1269er, Louisville Tower. Cleared ILS runway 35 left approach. Altimeter 29.74 wind 155 at 10. Cleared ILS runway 35
See,
left approach.
I don't-
1269er.
Don't see my diamond coming in, so it's already on. Localizer lock. Laps 2. She'll slow down a little bit more.
2,500. 2,500.
You're supposed to have a diamond over here, but the ILS is not working correctly.
2,500.
So I'm going to fly the plane in.
2,500.
See, it's not going down, so turn that off. Turn that off. Laps 3, gear down. Stay above my 140.
American 1269er, cleared to land runway 35 left. Wind 155 at 10.
Full flaps. I
Cleared
dropped
to
my.
land runway 35 left, American 1269er.
Make sure my trim is right. Reason why my plane wouldn't settle down.
One thousand. 1,000.
Going to get my passengers to prepare for landing, so yeah, drop my frames down with this fog.
500. 400. 300. 300. 300.
I'm low. 1 bar.
200. 200.
Now it says I'm 4 below.
100.
That's all right.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
That's a nice landing.
American 1269er exit runway when able. American 1269er contact ground on 121.7.
See if my flaps are pulled back up.
121.7 for American 1269er. Louisville ground American 1269er request taxi to the gate. American 1269er taxi to gate Bravo 18 via taxiway Bravo 5 Bravo cross runway 29er Juliet Indian November Echo Romeo.
Flaps up.
Taxiing to gate Bravo 18 using taxiway Bravo 5 Bravo cross runway.
Thanks for the comment there.
November Echo Romeo American 1269er.
Years of practice. About time to eat. It's almost 8 o'clock my time. Almost 2 hours. 1 hour and 51 minutes. I'm only 20 minutes late. I see your Southwest is over there. Couple of them over there. Oh, get away, truck. So you wouldn't have that in real life. They got their own little path they run on. They don't run on the taxiways for planes. Normally they'd stay in them little white lines out there. There's my little guy up there. So you tell me how to steer. Now you got both arms coming up. Yeah, move my view down so I can see. Raise it up. Pull it down. So I keep going till he puts both paddles cross arm. There, they're coming up. Then he salutes me. That means that's for me to, now I can go up here and turn off all my doodads. I can pull this down, look up, turn my APU on, APU bleed, turn that on, and pull my fuel pumps off. I wish it wouldn't do that. Turn this off. Turn that back on. Turn that off. Then come over here to my, oh, big old lag. See, passenger door. Alright, I know the batteries are on. Nope, ain't nothing on. Why is that? Oh, it just takes a while for it to come on. There we go. Hope it don't come on that way. I'll go this way. Ground surfaces. Jetway.
Louisville ground, American 1269er. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Turn my lights off.
American 1269er, the jetway is going to be connected.
Baggage.
Louisville ground, American 1269er. Could you please send the baggage?
American 1269er baggage is on the way.
Catering service.
Louisville ground, American 1269er. Could you please send the catering truck?
American 1269er, the catering truck is on the road.
That's one thing you want to check right there. Make sure this is at 0 or 8. That's about it. Alright, Esteban. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. And I want to thank you for staying along with my stream. Like I said earlier, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and like button, and we'll try to do something different tomorrow. Okie dokie. About $1,400. I got a 1080 graphics card, 32 gigs of RAM, i9 10900 CPU with 20 cores, 1200 watt power supply. My case costs $135. Bye, see you tomorrow. Nice for you to stop by. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tomorrow's what, the 16th? Alright, I'll catch you later in the dark. We'll catch everybody tomorrow.